feature with Malia Brown, founder and editor of Natura magazine. Hi, Malia. How are you?
How are you?
I'm fine. So you have an online magazine, which is awesome. I checked it out and I love it, love it, love it. So what made you? What started? How did you start off with this? Did you only start it off with natural hair? Like, was that the base of your foundation, or did you want to get into entertainment, fashion, health, and exercise and stuff like that? So which one was your, primary focus at the time?
I started off with natural hair originally. My mother is a natural hairstylist, so I've always been around natural hair since I could remember. And I know that there was a need in the community for information, I felt, for natural haired women in one place. So I wanted to create a publication that was specifically geared towards natural haired women. And then I started to branch out of that and wanted to create like a natural hair and also a lifestyle magazine. So that's like where the entertainment, the fashion, beauty, health and fitness, and mind, body, and soul came into play.
Yeah, I think that's awesome because, because when I look at the online magazine, I really, I don't know if it's only for natural people with natural hair, but since it's not only for people with natural hair, they get that whole experience of being healthy, having a great sense of fashion, what's in style, not in style, what's the latest news and stuff like that. So where did the name Natura come from?
Well, it came from me. I basically just used the word natural and took off the L off of it. I just wanted something different from it. It didn't come from anything deep or anything like that. I just really liked Natura, and it just came to me one night, actually. So we just rocked with it.
So it's unique. It's cool. I mean, So, what are some, let's see, innovations that you have to employ to keep your business relevant?
I think definitely staying together and up to date with the social media. As far as like the Instagrams, Twitters, Pinterest, just keeping our name out there, and just giving good information and information all the time to our audience and to our readers. But I know that social media is a huge thing because that's where all of our readers are, since it's definitely online.
Because I was like, I wonder where she gets all the, how does she keep everything up to date? And like, where, this is a natural, online natural website. So like, where do you get most of your information, for being natural? Because you have a whole bunch of, you have, the YouTube videos where you doing like I want to know like where do you get this natural information from? Like I mean, where do you go to look for this?
Okay, well, a lot of it primarily it comes from like I said, my mother owns a natural hair salon here in Charlotte, so she's a natural hair specialist, and all of her employees are too. So a lot of like the stories or inspirations that I get as far as for things that I want to write in the magazine or on the blog come from like the salon, basically. And anytime like I want to pick my mom's brain about something, she'll tell me because she's really good with that. But also, I pull from my favorite bloggers like Curly Nikki, Black Girl Long Hair, and places like that, and also naturallycurly.com. They have a lot of great information for natural haired women, also just women trying to maintain the health of their hair. So yeah.
Oh, and I'm glad you brought up Curly Nikki because I seen on your website it's Curl Talk, which I think is so cool. I was like, oh my god, like this is cool. So like, what made you pick Elle Verner and Curly Nikki? Did they inspire you in some way to be natural? Like, what made you pick those specific two?
Well, both Elle Varner and Curly Nikki were cover models for my magazine. So Elle Varner was the first one. I love her hair, and I think what she stood out the most to me was the fact that she's a celebrity and she's embracing her natural hair. Like she's not conforming to whatever people think, yeah, society thinks. And then Curly Nikki, I felt like it'd be a cool collab to work with her because she's one of the biggest bloggers out as far as when it comes to natural hair community. So I reached out to her. She's really nice, really sweet, really informative, and that's basically how that talk came together. And I'm actually still developing the Curl Talk section, so there'll be more stuff there in the future.
I'm looking forward to it because I love it. I was like, this is the pot stuff. Like, this is popping. Like, I was like, okay, like, this is the stuff. Well, I'm so glad. I'm so glad I got the chance to, look at Natura magazine because it's an awesome website and it has taught me a lot about being natural and everything. But I also want to ask you one more question about your school. You go to North Carolina Chapel Hill. So how does your school how does that play into you being a journalist, or how does that play into your business life? For your online magazine. Like how has it taught you anything? Like what new things has it taught you that you apply to your website?
Um, I think because there's a lot of women, in college who are going natural or who are struggling with it. And, every day when I come into contact with someone, who's maybe not as confident, about the decision that they made about going natural, it just inspires me to continue to do what I'm doing because, I feel like I want all women to be confident with wearing their natural hair, whether they wear it straight or whether they wear it curly or whatever. I want them to be confident. So a lot of my inspiration is gained from that. And then also I'm working on, as far as I'm trying to get a journalism degree. And I'll be using, anybody who's interested to write to help me write my magazine, building a larger team to put the magazine together. Yeah, so I'll be working on that as soon as I get back to school. I already have that in works.
Wow. So you're networking majorly.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I might have to hop on that train.
Yeah, for sure.
So, is it only you? Like, who's your team? Like, who helps you have the website? Who helps you build this website?
Right now, my main team is, both my parents. Both my parents were in the music business, and my stepfather is he's a graphic designer. So, he helps publish the magazine and also, lay it out and things like that. My mother helps me with the information. And then I also have my best friend, Rosita. Yeah, and she helps me with writing and things like that and ideas. And, I also have Brianna and Malika, and they help, with entertainment, fashion, and just other writing areas. So we're just trying to build the team to be larger.
Wow. So it's not only you that's doing all this. It's, your friends and everything, your family. That's awesome. I think that's great because, I didn't get to see the whole, well, actually, I did get to see your e-board kind of like, who helped you. And I was like, oh, so it's not only her that's doing all this by herself. So that's amazing. I think that's awesome. But I really do like the online magazine thing. I really do because it's like an actual magazine. Right. Like, it's cool. Like, people didn't really get to see the magazine part because they're so focused on the whole, website itself. But yeah, I actually got to see the magazine. It was so cool. And I liked it a lot. You're awesome for doing this. And I'm sure people admire you, and I'm sure you're gonna get a lot of fans soon if you don't already have it. Oh, I meant to ask you, what how did you get this? Like, where did you how long did it take you to get to where you are now?
We've been working on this for about 3 years. 3 years now, so we're still in our infancy. But we're trying to grow as much as we can. With each publication that we put out, we're trying to get more celebrity features and interviews and better stories and just promoting our mission more and more each time. But yeah, 3 years.
I didn't know it was. Oh, that's good. Like, that really is good for it. It looks great. And how long have you been natural?
I've been natural all of my life. I just recently did a big chop though, October of last year. So I just wanted to start fresh and start free and just wear my hair because I had always been wearing weaves for a long time and I was tired of just doing that. So I was just like, I just want to cut my hair and just wear it. So.
Girl, it looks good. It really does. Thank you, girl. But I really like it. I really do. What products do you use?
I use the Carry Care styling gel. I also use the Kinky Curly Knot Today. It works great for for shine and for definition of your curls.
I like that. Your hair is popping. Let me see the back. Turn around. Let them see. I like that. That is cute. Well, thank you so much for being on the Takeover. I appreciate it, and I love, love, love your online magazine. It's a website. Well, it's like a website and online magazine. It's cool. I like it. It's 2-in-1. It's a lot in one, actually, because you have everything. Like, I was like, this girl is popping with her stuff. Like, I was like, what? Girl, you better get it. But, okay, so... All right, thank you so much for being on Takeover. I really do appreciate it. Tell people where they can reach you at.
Guys, you can follow me on Instagram at _I'mNaturalLeah, and you can also follow us on Pinterest, Twitter at Natura Magazine, and you can also follow our website at NaturaMagazineUSA.com.
You better tell them to subscribe to
Subscribe to the blog as well.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
As you can see, Malia Brown is definitely taking over with Natura Magazine. Her website is amazing, and the online magazine is great. Go check it out and subscribe ASAP. I would also like to thank Beauty by Nature for letting me interview in their shop. I greatly appreciate this opportunity. The quote of the week is by C.S. Lewis. You are never too old to dream a new dream and to create a new goal. I'm Alana Covington, signing off.
I am not my hair. I am not the skin. I am the soul that lives within.
What'd she do to her hair? I don't know. It looked crazy. I like it. I might do that. I wouldn't go that far.
Good hair means curls and waves. Bad hair means you look like a slave. At the turn of the century, it's time